Hello, everybody. Real quick, happy Saturday. Fast one today. Get your steps, okay? You've been hearing a lot of that. FitBit came out 10,000 steps. It's actually a Japanese company before that, because the character for 10,000 looks like a man walking, so they just went with that, which is pretty cool. But Fitbit 10,000 steps, and then we've kind of heard that, and maybe we paid attention to it. I know that at that time, because this felt like when I was in my 20s, I was very, very active in the gym and training and lifting weights. I did not pay attention. I kind of figured 10,000 steps, that's for somebody else. Surely I'm moving enough, and if you're big and strong, then it doesn't matter. And that's not true, okay? So the main thing I want to get to is that take advantage of your steps. Take advantage of your steps, okay? Take advantage of your steps. Now, a few things. 8,000 to 10,000 is the range. 8,000 to 12,000 is a wider range that has also been recommended, but 8,000 to 10,000 has been the most studied in terms of seeing benefits to prolong or increasing the length of your life and the quality with which you're able to live your life in that old age. There are now studies going into the benefits directly impacting things like diabetes and like blood sugar management, things like that. But everything seems to be showing that more activity is good, and I don't think we have much argument against that. The good news is too much or going beyond that 10 to 12,000, unless for specific goals. If I am trying to lean out, then yes, more steps will be better. But in terms of benefiting the quality of life with which I lead my life, that was a terrible sentence. But in terms of increasing the quality of life, or the quality of my life, still didn't get it right. There seems to be diminishing returns after a certain point, and doesn't seem like anybody's isolated what that certain point is. But let's say 12,000 steps, okay? So you don't need to be, I got to get 14,000 for the sake of health or for the sake of having a healthy body, okay? Now, in terms of weight loss, again, or leaning out, losing that last few percentage points on your body fat, there is still benefit. There's going to be, bikini competitors getting 17,000 steps a day in place of what they used to do as cardio or steady state cardio. So there are applications, but for us, we are looking at 8 to 10,000 steps. And things that are worth considering. Speed does not matter, okay? So you don't need to have to hustle your way through them, although obviously that saves you time. If you're not feeling good, go slow. Go real slow. Just walk. You just got to walk. If you got a little pep in your step, add some pace, because it seems to be the number that matters. Getting to that 10,000, getting to that 8,000, not the means by which you get there. So if you're a runner and you want to run your 10,000, that is awesome. I mean, you probably don't run 10,000 because you have other daily steps you have to take, walking to the car and things like that, but you get the point. And if you're a walker, you're going to have to make a little bit more time, but walk your 10,000 and don't feel bad. The runner is not better for it. You are achieving the same goal. And so the speed with which you do it does not seem to matter in terms of, again, improving the quality of the life that you're living right now. Okay. Also, pro for the aging, the older community. As we age, become a little bit less efficient with our energy output, which means it takes a little bit more work to achieve the same amount. And normally that sounds like a terrible thing. But in this case, that means less steps are equal to more steps for a younger individual. So if you're finding yourself feeling like you're aging, one, make sure you take care of yourself. Don't just submit. But understand that you may not need 10,000. Maybe we can get the same result of 10,000 at 7,000 or 6,000. And this is going to be kind of up to each individual, because some, as we age, we refuse to accept that, and we are moving just as well as when we were younger, especially when we were younger, we were less healthy. But for those of us kind of living a traditional life where, we get to 50 or 60 and then things start to taper down, you don't need to be killing yourself to get to 10,000. If we can get our 6 to 7, 5 to 6, whatever's, a little bit more than what we normally get, that is going to be a really, really good place to be. And one little brag point here, our very own Diana Castillo, she's amazing. Yesterday, just coincidentally, she shared a screenshot on Instagram, and she had achieved 7,962 steps before 8 a.m. She had come to the 5 a.m. class, worked her butt off there, and then whatever she did from 5 to 8, she just got all the steps in, and then she still had a day to live. So we'll see where she ended up for total steps on Friday. So that'll be interesting. So today, whether you're a big, strong boy, whether you are a sedentary individual, I want you to try to get 8,000 steps. Feel free to get 10, but get 8. And then the last thing I think that gets confused, you're going to have off days. You're going to have days where you turn in a number that's a little bit less. But remember, it's about the average across the week, okay? So if you get a 6,000 step day or 5,000 step day, that's fine. Just bump up that number above 8 on the other days, get to 9 or get to 10 so that we can bring that average up to 8 by the close of any 7-day period. And that's what really matters. It matters about the consistency over time and not any one day of performance. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your Saturday, rest of your weekend. And let me know if you have any questions.